morning, Cougars. You rock!
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, this is Custer Student News. My name is Athena.
And I'm Miracle.
Today is May 23rd, 2024, and it's a day 2. Yesterday's attendance was 43 students were absent, 5 students were tardy, 639 students were present, and 10 students left early. Our daily percentage of students in school is 92%. Come on, Cougars, we need to be in school every day to get our learn on. Hey, Miracle, what's on the lunch menu for today?
Lunch menu: omelets and cinnamon pinwheels, crispy chicken sandwich, potato bakers, fruit juice, fresh fruit and veggie bar, your choice of milk.
Breakfast menu for tomorrow is mini powdered donuts, peach cups, raisins, your choice of milk. Here are the office reports. Please stop by the lost and found table that is in the hallway by the entrance to the cafeteria. Those items that remain unclaimed will be thrown out.
Bingo with the principal will take place tomorrow, May 24th. Remember, not everyone's going to win, and play fairly and have a good time.
Ms. Roseski's 3rd grade class will travel to the Knabush Center for a field trip today. After school today, we have just 10 more school days left before summer break.
Have a great Thursday, Cougars. You rock!
Hello, my name is Layla, and I'm here with your Custer Current Events. All 6th grade students will be visiting the middle school tomorrow, May 24th, for a transition field trip. Here's a reminder, due to staff shortage, this Friday, May 24th, the Opportunity Room will be closed all day for earned opportunities. Breaks will be allowed, but the room will need a smaller amount of traffic to assist with safety issues and radio calls. Next Monday, May 27th, we will not have school to celebrate their Memorial Day holiday. School will resume the following day, Tuesday, May 28th. Have a great Thursday, Cougars. You rock.
Hi, I'm Angel with today's weather. It will be 78 degrees with a 0% chance of rain, humidity 39%, wind 10 miles per hour. Have a great Thursday, Cougars. You rock.
Hi, I'm Bobby with Today in History. John Tyler was the 10th president of the United States. He had a son when he was 63. That son fathered 2 sons of his own. When he was 71 and 75, those 2 sons are still alive. In other words, a man who became president in 1841 has 2 living grandchildren. Have a great day, Custer Cougars. You rock.
Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm here to celebrate your birthday. If your birthday today, you share your birthday with James Child. He is 24 years old, and he's a YouTube star. Have a good day, Cougars. You rock.
Hi, my name is Bane with your Wacky Fact. Did you know that horses can have more than 1 horsepower?
Okay, boys and girls, it's that time. Time for today's trivia question. What is the heaviest organ in the human body? Is it A, the brain, B, the lungs, C, the heart, or D, the liver? Stay tuned for the answer to today's question. Hi there, boys and girls. Mr. Chip here. I'm in the Custer Student News Studio, joined by a very special guest and a familiar face to some of you. As you may recognize, this young lady, she is a current member of our Custer Student News staff. In fact, group number 3, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, her group is now working on the news this week. So, in case they've forgotten, what's your name, young lady?
Alyssa,
This is Alyssa. And Alyssa, whose classroom are you in?
Miss Cost.
So she is a 6th grader in Mrs. Costa's class. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to sit down with Alyssa is, as you can see on our green screen, a cover of a book that you have been writing or that you have worked on throughout the year. Now, let me start here. This book was not assigned to her. It wasn't an assignment or anything like this. This was kind of done just out of passion, right? You like to write, and you love being on the news. Is that right? Okay, so the book that you wrote was called what?
Behind the curtains.
Behind the curtains. So be careful on that because yeah, it'll make some noises if we bump into them. Behind the curtains, okay? Behind the curtains. So behind the curtains meaning, for instance, behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like Custer Student News. Yeah. Okay. Very good. So can you help us understand just exactly what you included in this book for the boys and girls? What can you tell them about it?
Well, I explained like what they like about it, how old this is, like the cast and crew.
Okay. So did you concentrate on interviewing just your group? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier because we have 4 different groups that help us with Custer Student News, and there's about, oh goodness, I know that we've had some substitutions and some kids move away, and other kids just say that, you know what, Mr. Chip, this isn't my job, or this isn't a job for me, and they haven't wanted to participate any further, which is completely okay. But we have 4 different groups, and I mean roughly about almost 50 kids that help us do the Custer Student News this year. So you concentrated on Group 3. Tell me some of the things that you included in your book.
Okay, so I have a table of contents.
Okay.
Chapter 1 is like the helpful news. Chapter 2, cast and crew of Group 3. Chapter 3, what do the cast like from Custer News. And Chapter 4, why is it a thing? And Chapter 5, how old is it? Okay,
so there's a couple of great questions in there that I'd like you to kind of dive in a little bit. The cast and the crew of Group 3, if you watch the Student News today, boys and girls, that's our cast. That's our crew for a Group 3. Behind the scenes, of course, is Jackson. Jackson out of Mrs. Wally's class. He, of course, helps me with the camera work as well as the cue cards. But then Chapter 3, you said, what do the cast like from the Custer News? Like, what part of the Custer Student News do they like about it? Can you kind of go over maybe a couple of things that were shared by some of the cast members and what their favorite things were?
Okay, just give me a minute, please.
No problem.
Okay, so there it is. And
good deal.
So Chapter 3 is an entire page of things that they like. So which one do you want to do first?
I'd like you to, how about this? Will you share with me what each cast member's name is and what they like about it?
Okay, so I asked them one question about this, and then I even said one. Alyssa, aka me, said, I think it's a great experience. Timmy said, getting to express yourself. Miracle said, I don't know. Layla, it's fun. Aaron, I get to be there. Athena, I don't know. Fletcher, everything. Angel, I don't know. Carmela, I don't know. Bobby, it's cool. John, it's alright. Vane said Jim, and you said the effort they put into it.
Okay, so there's a few answers I'm going to have to press on some of our cast members, like for instance, Angel, Athena, Miracle, and Carmela. We'll see. We'll get some answers from them as to exactly what it is that they like about Custer Student News. But there are a few things in there that, yeah, I do appreciate the effort that they put into it. And Timmy's got a great point. You get to express yourself. He is a big component. He loves to be part of the joke of the day segment. He thinks his jokes, or I should say, his laughter at the end is really comical in a sense, and tries to bring it to a next level type of thing. I noticed that John wasn't on there. Is that right? Oh, is he? John, what did he say?
He said it's all right.
All right, that's good, because John seems to do. He really works hard on the Custer Student News and really wants to make sure that he's doing well. Okay, perfect. And how about this? The other thing was, what did you find out about Chapter 4? Why the Custer Student News is a thing? Can you tell me that?
Well, I just did everything that I know about.
Okay.
So, like, Chapter 4, why Custer Student News is a thing. The Custer Student News, also known as CSN, for short, it's a thing because it was brought to know what is happening in Custer and other special events. But later on, they made the CSN more fun with Joke of the Day and Mystery Person.
Yeah, that was a good segment, the Mystery Person. We did that for a few segments, and some staff members were very we are appreciative for the staff members that have volunteered to do that. That was a nice little thing. All right, Can I ask you this? What inspired you to write the book? What inspired you to want to write this story? Do you like writing that much?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I just on Chromebook most of the time.
Okay, but what made you stick out? Like, man, I've got to write a book about this process.
Because like it's been on for years.
Yeah, it has. It's been through a couple of different schools even too. You know, like Mr. Chip started working with Student News over at Raisinville. When I worked over at Raisinville, we called that WRAZ or Raz News over at Raisinville. And then I came over here in Custer, and it's been a few 8 years maybe that I've been doing Custer Student News here with sixth graders, and they've done a great job year in and year out each time. So. I'm very proud of each and every one of the groups. I just hope that, as I try to tell them, when you see me out there and you're a senior in high school, make sure that you still give me a fist bump, a handshake, maybe even a high five or a hug for that matter, just like you used to when you were in elementary school. You know. How about this? Anything else you want to say to the boys and girls? For instance, any advice you'd like to say to? I mean, you're going on to the middle school next year. Now the fifth graders are going to become the sixth graders, and they're going to be taking over these jobs. Any advice you'd like to give to the upcoming members that would might be interested in Custer Student News?
Well, first off, don't get in much trouble or else you might get kicked off.
Well, then there are some consequences when, in fact, obviously, if you're not making the right choices here at school, because I mean, we're here at school to learn, and if we're not being respectful or we're not following the school rules, then I certainly can't have you do something extracurricular like the Custer Student News, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you more or less just do the right thing each and every day is what you're saying, so that you can be part of the news? Yeah. Okay. I also wanted to say real quickly before we continue on with the rest of the newscast, boys and girls, I want to say this. It's been a busy year. I know that Miss Nicole was working over at Custer 2 for some time period, and then moved over to Waterloo to take on a new position. And she was kind of my go-to person over at Custer 2 to help me get Custer 2 students on the news. She would formulate fitness groups, and she would bring them over to the studio. We would set up days and times that we would be able to sit down and interview them. That then fell onto me when Mrs. Nicole left and went to Waterloo, and it's just been really, really hard juggling the things that I have responsible here at Custer 1, the Custer Student News, and then also trying to create and formulate those groups. So I want to apologize to any group or any student that I haven't been able to get to this year for a student news interview. There's always next year. I will work my butt off to try and make sure that, in fact, we include each and every one of you that want to be interviewed, especially you over at Custer 2, because we really, really appreciate the support that we get from our little building. Our little building with big hearts over there is what I like to think. So I just don't want anyone getting discouraged and not watching the news because they didn't get selected or didn't get picked, okay? Right? All right. Anything else you want to say before we move on to the student news? About your book or anything?
Well, it took me a couple months, and
okay. So you worked on this for a couple months?
yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What do you think was the hardest part about the book?
Well, the hardest part was like getting everybody, since it took me a lot of time,
Okay.
and I even forgot a person.
Did you? Well, that's, after I just got done saying, you know what, it's been hard for me to be able to try and keep things in tune and on track and everything like that. I can understand how sometimes we forget things. It's nothing to beat yourself up about. Okay? All right. Okay. Well, listen, you've done a wonderful job as part of the Custer Student News. You've been a great student here at Custer Elementary School. We're certainly going to miss your energy. We're going to miss your charisma. I'm just going to miss you being part of the team. But like I say to everybody, please, when you see me out in public or out there and wherever it may be, maybe it's at the high school, the middle school, or wherever it is, make sure that you just give me a high five, a handshake, maybe a fist bump or a hug. How about that? Sound good? Okay. All right. Anything you want to say to him before we head back to Mrs. Costa's class?
Custer Cougars, you rock!
Nice job, young lady. You know what? You rock. Good job on the book. I'm very proud of you. Okay? All right. Back to you, boys and girls.
Hi, my name is John. With today's inspirational quote, when you have a dream, you just got to grab it and never let it go. Have a good day, Cougars. You rock!
Hello, I'm Alyssa with your wacky fact. Did you know that male deer shed their antlers every year? Have a good day, you rock.
Okay, boys and girls, here's the answer to today's trivia question. What is the heaviest organ in the human body? The answer is D, the liver. The liver is the human body's largest solid internal organ. In the upper right part of your abdomen, the liver is your body's filtration system. Good job, Cougars, if you got today's trivia question correct. You rock.
Hey, Angel, want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Where did people hang out during medieval times?
Or did people hang out during medieval times?
At nightclubs.
Oh.
John, I finally found him. We finally found him.
Yeah, like
Wait.
working all over.
Hey, we gotta go do the Custer Student News, guys. Let's go, come on.
Thanks for watching Custer Student News.